again, also fucking fuming. I need to vent, and so prepare yourself. I'm going to try and keep it as less sweary as possible. So I've just been on a 1 hour 20-minute phone call with TalkTalk, aka Useless Bastards. I can't remember what I last said, but Tuesday the engineer came round. Yeah, I think I already updated you on this. Anyway, they were going to get back to me within 48 hours. 48 hours was yesterday. I had a call from TalkTalk, but I missed the call, and so they left me a message. Basically, they're supposed to be telling me whether it's fixed, and if it's not fixed, they're supposed to tell me what they're going to do to fix it, basically. The message that they left for me was asking me if it was fixed. Okay. You're supposed to be telling me if it's fucking fixed. And if it's not fixed, what are you going to do about it? But no. All we're going to do is ask me. Even though I spend half of my fucking life ringing up, trying to get them to sort out their fucking shit. So, anyway, I was literally just trying to watch Netflix, and it was like, you know, you can tell it's not loaded properly, and so it's all blurry. So fine, I'll go on my phone. Oh no, I fucking won't, because Instagram won't fucking load. So I was like, okay, just ring them. Let's see what they can do. Now bear in mind that every time that I ring TalkTalk, it's like a minimum 40-minute conversation with the same people that, you know, I mean, no offence, but they can't understand or comprehend English to a decent enough degree to be able to sort out issues. I'm having to speak very clearly and slowly for them to understand, and even when they're speaking to me, you know that English isn't the first fucking language, and because what they're saying doesn't actually make sense. And I feel like I've not only had this person that I can't really understand very well, and most definitely can't really understand me, but I also feel like was just really shit at his job. Awful. To the point where, like, he just didn't know what he was doing. Anyway, I kept asking him, like, what's going on with this engineer? Tell me what. Don't get me wrong, it was very polite about the whole thing, because I'm not one to be rude to people. I just won't do it. And I didn't feel comfortable. Like, I just think it sounds rude to say, can I speak to someone with better English, you know? I'd rather just leave fucking TalkTalk altogether and see if there is a broadband company that sort of has UK call centres that can help me. He was trying to, like, tell me shit about what the engineer had said or whatever, which made no sense. He basically said that, like, he didn't find anything, and so he was going to end the call, basically, because he was telling me it was fine. So I tried to watch Netflix again and just scroll through Instagram, nothing was loading, and so I said, hang on, like, my TV's not working, my phone isn't working, and so he tried to tell me that because I'm using my TV and my phone together, that the TV takes up most of the bandwidth, and so my phone won't work. Fuck off. Because I have been using, like, TV, laptop, phone all together simultaneously for the past few days, and have done previously. So what the fuck has he done, or what's happened for this to now no longer work? Don't tell me that I have to pick and choose which devices I can use at a certain time, because that is not happening. I don't pay the money that I pay every month to have this shit, or to have, like, spend minimum 2 hours a month on the phone. Oh, I'm so angry. I'm just furious. And so he's come down to the fact that let's try a new router. Bearing in mind, the engineer on Tuesday said the router was absolutely fine. So this guy was like, right, let's try a new router, which is going to take 2 working days. It's now Friday, so guess what? Saturday, Sunday, fuck all internet. Monday, Tuesday, working waiting days, Wednesday. I am like fuming, and I apologise for the swearing, but I have no one here to vent to, and so you get the raw version of me. I'm just furious. He was an absolute imbecile. Just stupid. I've just had enough. Like, I depend so much on the internet because that's how I'm able to make videos and upload videos, and it's already like the 6th of January and I've done fuck all with my YouTube channel. Why? Because there's just constant problems with the internet. And good morning. So I am kind of so close to breaking down right now. My boiler is fucked. My internet still doesn't work. I can use like WhatsApp, but I can't get on anything else, which is super helpful. And then my boiler, which was supposedly fixed on Tuesday, I've just gone to put the heating on, and it made like the most horrible noise. So this is it. This means that the pressure has dropped. Now, I had a new one of these fitted on Tuesday because he thought it was a bit shit. Well, that's obviously not the problem, because this bar is supposed to be where the red one is basically, and it's on 0. And I don't know if you can hear it, but it's making such a loud noise. I can feel like there's water rushing through the system, but it's not doing anything. So if I go and put the thermostat on, it's probably going to make a horrendous noise, which scares the dogs. Okay, thermostat on. It's supposed to try and fire up now. Okay, so we have the light, which is good because that means it's trying to fire up, which it didn't do before because that keeps going off. It's getting louder and louder. It's alright. Great. That means I have no heating now, which I am like panicking massively about, because new boiler, we're talking like thousands. And like, I literally just want to cry. Oh, okay, I'm going because I'm going. I realise I've been a bit ranty, I feel, over the past couple of updates. It's now Sunday evening and time for us all to go to bed. Everyone is super tired. I can't do this. There we go. Super duper tired. My breakdowns, because there were multiple yesterday, were kind of unnecessary. I had British Gas come today, and he was a lovely man, and he basically said that my actual boiler is fine, there is nothing wrong with it, and that there basically must be, or it looks as though there is water getting out of my system, which is why it keeps losing pressure. But he also said that if there was water coming out of it, you would know, because it, like, there would be flooding or whatever somewhere. Now, I haven't noticed anything, there's no damp patches anywhere, and so because it's not obvious, it's not something that they are looking into, I guess. He said to kind of just keep an eye on it, like he repressurised it for me, showed me how to fill it up and stuff, so that should it lose pressure again, I can fill it up. So he said you might have to fill it up a few times, but if you're doing it sort of like daily, then to call back within like a week or whatever and arrange another engineer to come out, and then I think there will probably be lifting up floorboards and stuff to see where this leak is. But the fact that like in the ceilings there's no, you know, there would be like staining on the ceiling, or it would be damp, or it'd be dripping, just something. So I don't know. It's fixed for now, so that's good, because my main sort of concern and the reasons why I was getting so sort of worked up is the financial side of things. I had a lovely night last night. Dan came round and bless him, he's not feeling well at all. He knew that like I was having a hard day yesterday and was having breakdowns and stuff, and bought me flowers, which are just here. So yeah, I'm feeling much better, and it's quite nice because every time I feel a bit like, I can just look at these flowers and feel a bit better. So yeah, he's wonderful, and I'm very, very grateful to have him. I feel like I'm going insane. I really, really do. Like, this house is just driving me crazy. I spend my whole day at work, and I come home and all I want to do is just tidy up, look after the house, just chill out. But is that possible? No, because it's just it's like one thing after another, and I'm just at my wit's end right now. It's just such like insignificant things which are causing me so much stress and unnecessary frustration. It's like I'm still having problems with my internet, and it's driving me insane. I literally set a video up to upload yesterday, like last night. It's now been, what, 24 hours and we're still not done. It's just ridiculous. And like, it's been fine. Last night I got to actually sit down and relax and stuff and watch Netflix and go on my phone. And tonight it's just fucking awful. And I feel like it would come across absolutely ridiculous and something so minor and insignificant. But I am like at my wit's end right now. Like, this whole internet thing has been going on for months. Since I moved in, I'm sick of having to ring up people who don't fucking understand English, that can't help me and just fob me off, and yet I'm still fucking paying. It's just driving me insane. Like, it really is. And then my fucking boiler on top of that, although may there be nothing wrong with it, it's just driving me insane. So I was pissed off about my internet. Okay, fine. Let's wait for this new router to come that won't do fuck all, and then let's ring them up again, and let's get another engineer out, and then let's let them fucking ignore me and beat around the bush for God knows how long again. I'm so fuming. So at this point I was like, okay, let's just go and have a bath and chill out and calm down and wind down. Ugh. And all I can fucking hear while I'm in the bath is every 15 seconds like a trapped air noise in my fucking boiler, and that's all I can concentrate on, and that's all that's driving me insane. And it's just, I'm sat there just thinking, great, it's like, it's one thing after another. Like, I finally get to a point in my life where everything is going fine. May it be with me, may it be socially, whatever. With the house, things are going fine. And I'd come from this really shitty point in my life, and I feel like I'm just going back down now. I've had my time where I was at my lowest, I came back up from it, and now I feel like I'm on the way back down. And I don't like it, and I really just want everything to be sorted because it is causing me so much stress. Like, it's horrid. It's really horrid. Ugh. I'm just fed up. I'm really fed up. And it sucks because it's like, it's my house. I live on my own. And all of the problems are my problems. and solely mine, I get to have the burden of all of the problems, all of the financial cost of the problems. I'm just not having a good time at the minute. Like, I haven't been able to do things that I enjoy, that, you know, in my free time. I haven't been able to do YouTube videos in such a long time because it was one thing after another. Like, my laptop was broke, my laptop was kind of on the way out for ages, and I was making do. And then my camcorder broke, and that's like, I need my camcorder, otherwise I can't make videos. So I've replaced both of those, you know, so I'm going to be paying both of those things off for a while. And so I could really do without the stress of, you know, the more costs and stuff on top of that, or just being able to relax. Like, I haven't been able to make videos in such a long time, and it's a way that of like expressing myself and just like my outlet. I'm like trying to take in everyone's like advice and like, you know, just don't let it get to you kind of thing. It'll smooth out, you know. It's just driving me insane. Like, I could probably deal with like one thing at a time, but to get to the point where I can't even relax because all I can hear is noises from the boiler, and they can't even tell me what's wrong with it. I feel like I'm just overtired and stressed, and need to calm down. Good evening. I'm now feeling much better. I don't actually like doing little inserts where I'm having a fucking meltdown. All completely over the top and unnecessary as per. I've been at work from 9 till 5. It's now 6:30. My new router came in the time that I was at work, so I popped around the neighbours to go and get that. I've set it all up and everything. I didn't realise that you had to send your old one back, including everything that came in the box when you first had it. So I've gone around and found everything and packaged all that up. So I've set up the new router. That's in. TV's on. Netflix is working. Currently catching up on Vampire Diaries. Yes. I've got my laptop connected, my phone's connected, we're all good. And hopefully this is the start of like my internet being fixed, but you know, we'll see. I've also started keeping a log of my speed tests, which sorry, I don't know if you just heard the dog burp. Oh my God. Oh, you may have heard it, but I certainly smelled it. That was disgusting. But I've got the big chunk here, and then little chunk down here, and the big chunk just released the contents of his stomach. I started to keep a log of my speed tests, which you can do via speedtest.net. That's the website that I use to do all of my speed tests, but I didn't realise that if you create like an account and stuff, you can keep track. And should I decide to get out of my TalkTalk contract, because it's constantly below their guaranteed minimum, then that is sort of my backup and my proof, to say like, I'm quitting, I'm like coming out of this contract and you're not going to charge me because you've gone back on your guarantee, bitch. So, I mean, hopefully it doesn't come to that. I would quite like to just get to the 12 months, which is the end of July. So still a while, and then I'll go with someone else. I think I'll probably go with Sky. As of yesterday, which was Friday the 13th, it makes sense now, actually, my boiler lost its pressure. So when did that guy come? On the Sunday, and so by the Friday it had gone again. I topped it up, which is a case of literally just turning a little black knob on my boiler until the little dial goes back up to where it should be. I did that before I left for work, sorry. By the time I got home, it had gone again, so I filled it up, and then a few hours later it had gone again. And last night and all of today, I have to keep topping it back up. I don't really know what the problem with it is, but the fact that I keep having to top it up with water means that water is going somewhere, and I don't really understand where it could go. That noise is still happening intermittently, and I feel like that noise has got to be something to do with the fact that the boiler can't keep any pressure. But I don't know, I feel like their next step would be to look at pipes which are in the floors, and I don't know how I feel about that, just because new carpets and stuff. But I've tried ringing British Gas about 10 minutes ago to see if I could book like a weekend appointment. They do have an online booking system, but for some reason they won't let you book weekends. Now I've had people, engineers, come round on the weekends, but I think I might have to wait until like next Friday, ring up Friday morning and try and get someone to come round on the Saturday, because the lady tried to give me Tuesday. Well, no, hun, because they have to work. And she was like, oh, you don't have to be there, you can have someone else come round. Or like, you can have someone else be there. I'm like, yeah, I live on my own and I can't keep using my mum's days off work. My mum works like an intensive labour kind of job, and her days off like she really needs, and it's not very fair for me to keep going, oh, can you go around my house, I've got another engineer coming around. Like, it's not fair on her. And yeah, so I'm just gonna have to make do. The fact that I still have heating and hot water is fine. So yeah, postponed until Friday, I suppose. And to be honest, I couldn't be bothered with anyone to come round tomorrow or today. I should have rang yesterday, and I just thought, no, I'm doing YouTube stuff this weekend, so they can fuck off. So yeah, that's that. And then TalkTalk, it's been fine. Internet has been fine. So yeah, fingers crossed. And I've been able to upload a video today, and it only took like an hour as opposed to 24. So good news. Feeling okay about things to do with the house. My next sort of plan, I suppose, would be this room, because I'm sick of in all of my selfies seeing this shitty, horrible wall. And so we're going to make it white, hopefully, if I can be bothered. I am like so upset right now. The reason being, I've literally just come out of the shower. I've not washed my hair or anything. I haven't been long. This is the only time I've like come upstairs to have a shower. And I come downstairs to find yet more damage. And this time, it's my fucking lino. So this is what I've come down to. The stairs is what you've seen previously, and they did like within the first month of me living here. We're now at like 6 months, and I've just come down to this. It's like all one piece of lino too, so it's literally like all of this, and then bits that they've just not given a fuck about. I've like put them in their beds now because I'm so angry and so upset. The thing is, they're not bad dogs. I know that every time I show them in these vlogs, it's because they've done something naughty, or they've damaged something, or they've chewed something, and it's like I've just had enough. Like, most things I can probably deal with, when it's something like that, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I can understand if I'd been upstairs for hours and hours. Like, when they chewed the sofa, fine, I'd been upstairs for a few hours and left them with free reign of the lounge. So now they don't get access to the lounge. I always shut the lounge door, and they get access to the kitchen and the hallway. All of their toys were in the hall. I can't believe it. I cannot believe that they've done it. I don't know whether it was both or whether it was one of them, but they've both been told off. It's driving me insane. I love those dogs with every little bit of me. I do. I love them to pieces. And 90% of the time, they're well behaved and they're lovely and they're loving. And the 10% is just pure damage to the house that I'm really struggling with. That's what I find really hard. And that's what causes me to break down and just sit on the floor and cry, because it's like one thing after another. They've already they started chewing the kitchen wall again by the back door, so that needs re-wallpapering again. just so upset and just stressed. I've got spare lino, and if I was in the right frame of mind, I would literally just sit there and just try and make it look okay. But I'm just not. I've managed to calm down a little bit and to focus. I was really looking forward to my night tonight because I haven't seen Dan in a few days. And so he was coming around, we were going to have a nice night. The dogs could have sat in the lounge with us and that would have been all nice and everything. And that plan has sort of just gone out of the window, I suppose. So what I'm trying to do now is find out where the spare lino is. I'm still pissed off, and I'm going to be pissed off for a good few days, and then it will never not bother me, obviously, until it's fixed, which I'm not planning on doing. By fixed, I mean like fully fixed and replacing the lino, getting a new sofa, replacing the carpet at the bottom of the stairs, re-wallpapering the kitchen. All these things that are damaged bother me and will continue to bother me until they're fully fixed. But I can kind of overlook them, like the sofa. I mean, we've kind of repaired it with tape. Just put cushions in front of it. You can't see it. They haven't touched it since. The lino is a bit of a different story. I'm hoping I've got spare lino in the shed because I can't find any. Worst comes to worst, I've got this, haven't I, that I put in here a while ago, but I kind of like that, and so I'd be a bit gutted to have to use that. So I'm kind of thinking that all I can do now is just neaten it up a bit. It's times like this when I wonder like if I'm doing the right thing by the dogs. And I know, like, because I've read comments before from people who have said like, oh, your dogs are so badly behaved, why don't you just get rid of them? I could never, like, those type of comments piss me off, because I could never ever get rid of my dogs, ever. They're family, I love them, everything I do is for them. I could never not work because I need to feed them, and I, need to buy them things, and their happiness is obviously very important to me. And so when they do things like this, it does upset me, it does piss me off, because I try and put them first in all situations, and I just feel like they're taking the piss, basically. But I know that they're obviously bored. Like, dogs just don't do things just 'cause they're bored. I know they're bored. I get that they've been home while I've been at work, but I have to go to work because I have to earn money. And where my sort of mental and emotional dilemma comes in is, am I doing the right thing for them? Would they be better off with someone who is home all day and can give them love and affection all day, every day? And this is something that I've put a lot of thought into before, with Darcy, because I believe she's the one that's causing the damage, and then Bruno sort of like tags along. When you tell Darcy off, she doesn't care. When you tell Bruno off, you can see like he knows he's done wrong, and he doesn't like that he's being told. Like he just acts a lot better. And so I'd thought about maybe rehoming Darcy, as much as I hate to admit it. Like, the fact that I even thought about it, I'm so ashamed to even say. But obviously, I had her best interests at heart, and obviously I have to think of Bruno. Bruno couldn't cope without Darcy. And I love Darcy. She's a little shit, but I absolutely love her, and I can never ever give these dogs a new home because they're my babies. I don't want to get upset. I'm not rehoming them obviously, but it just makes me wonder like if I'm doing enough for them. Things have been a lot harder. Like, it's gonna sound silly, but since it's been winter and it's got darker, like it's hard to take them for walks and stuff. Like, obviously I'm on my own. I don't want to walk them in the dark, and the park that we go to has no lights, so I don't want to take them there because I can't see, and you know there's a lot of kids that hang around there and they'll drink and stuff, and yeah, they're quite, I don't know, it's just hard. When like before the clocks went forward, I think it was forward, yeah. We were going for a walk like twice a day, and I feel like because that's now been cut down because of like it being so dark and it being so cold and not very nice outside, that's where the bad behaviour is coming in. And so I realised that I am to blame for that as well. Just not having a very good night. Really not. I need to do something productive and at least tidy up the fucking bitten hole in my lino. I'm just not very happy at the minute. Like, other than this, things had been going fine, like in all aspects. But yeah, give it a few days, give me a chance to try and fix it somehow, if I can find spare lino. If not, I'll have to ruin the lino that's in my cupboard over the stairs. And I should feel better about it, but I'm just disappointed, really. Checking in, it is now the end of January, so I figured I need to kick myself up the bum and give myself a project to do. So my project for February is my bedroom. One, because I'm sick of, in all of my selfies, you have this horrible brown. And two, I want my room to be somewhere I can just relax in and just feel happy, and yeah, so this is the plan. So tonight I'm going to be prepping it. It's going to take me a while to get it finished, but that's why I'm giving myself the task of February, so I've got time to literally completely finish the room, hopefully, and it should look a lot better, and hopefully just take one room at a time, because I keep starting rooms and not finishing them. Even with the spare room, the pink and white one, there's still stuff that could be done in there, but no thanks. So yes, I'm going to show you what we're working with, and then tell you what the plan is. Okay, so as you come up the stairs, all of this is still this horrible, it's like a yellow colour, and it's just not nice in the slightest, and yeah, that's shit and will need to be wallpapered. There's still loads of doors that don't have door handles on. Like, I managed to put one in here, but a lot of the doors don't shut properly. Like, that one's okay. This one should be okay, but as you can see, there's nothing there. In the bathroom, there's nothing there either. There's just this. I think there's a handle on the back, but it's the old handles, which are those, and yeah. So I don't, does this one shut? Okay, so this one's okay, but there's no lock, which doesn't really matter, just because the people that come around don't really care. In here, I hate this like little toilet thing so much because it's just not done. I need to sort this out as well. I'm going to do this hopefully the same time that I'm doing my room, and we'll get this done. I had a little bit of an issue with this fucking button by where I wanted to take this off so I could look inside, so I did, because I keep getting noises, which is coming from, ignore all that was like there when we took all this off. This thing keeps making noises, and is that like noise that I keep complaining about, which I keep thinking is my central heating, but it's not. It's like water rushing through that pipe thing there. I'll try and show you another time. I think I took you into the cupboard before, but yeah, so anyway, it turns out to get this like lid off, you have to take the button out, which I did, and you can get it back on, but it's not kind of pushed to the top like that. It's I don't know, it doesn't flush as much, there's not enough like power behind it, so for now you kind of have to flush and push this down. So yeah, and need to fashion something to cover this as well, and hopefully that'll look a bit nicer. And yeah, lots to do. And in here, it's not as bad. Like, I quite like my bathroom, really. It's okay. So yeah, it's pretty dull. A lot of the tiles have got like bits of grout and stuff up here. I just feel like it was really messily done, and so it doesn't look very nice. I've tried to get grout cleaner and stuff to get it off, but I can't get it off. But in here, there's literally just this wall here to do. This camera is like so close, so I can't like zoom you out or anything. And down here, which won't take long, but it's a bit behind this mirror. You can see where they had their mirror look, and it's all gross and grubby. And there's bits where I had to fill it in, so that one needs like sanding down as well. Oh, and there's the whole door thing situation. This doesn't close properly. It kind of gets there. Does it close now? Oh, do you know what? Whenever Dan has a shower, he like pushes this shut. It's getting caught up there, look. Oh, I didn't think that shut. Oh, that's good. But yeah, every time like Dan has a shower, he like pushes this, and pushed it like closed the first time he had a shower. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna get stuck. This has proper handles in, but this is how far the door goes. So that really annoys me. I don't even know how to sort this out, and I don't know where it's sticking. Unless it's down there. Is that what's stopping it, maybe? I think it's in here. Oh, who knows? Fucking houses. If we just go into my room then. This is the overview, and so we have this little corner thing here, which all needs painting, and then it comes around here and all along here, and then we need this wall. So my plan is, because there's like massive, like really heavy wardrobes here, to leave those until I can get Dan to help maybe, and get him to at least help me bring them forward, because when I was putting them up on my own I nearly crushed myself, and I thought all of this was just going to come down. So yeah, so once that wall's painted I can fix these to the wall, so it's a bit safer, because at the minute if you open the door and then pull on it a little bit, the whole thing will come forward. So that's that. So what I want to do is do from here round to there, so at least then we'll have a nice white background to the bed, and it should hopefully just make things look nice. But yeah, this is all going to be white, and then I'm kind of thinking this wall to be grey. I can't remember what I'd planned originally, whether it was this wall and that one to be grey, but I think that might be a bit too dark. It kind of depends on how grey it is, but it will need to go, this wall even still will need to be white first, so we'll see what it looks like. So what I have to do tonight is pull all this forward, and I'm gonna put sheets down all around here, kind of like a little walkway all around the outside, and then what I need to do is, if you can see up here where it's been plastered and the plaster is like dirtied all of the ceiling, I have to, is this going to focus? Probably not, it doesn't like it very much, does it? I'm going to have to clean all this and go round, which is a pretty boring job. Same for down the bottom, although it's not, no, actually we painted since he plastered, so that's fine. And then what I need to do is quickly just sand over everything and then clean up, and also take these down. So oh, it's gonna be a massive job all for me by myself as per. So yeah, let's crack on.